They say K-pop and K-dramas are built on grit, grind, and late-night ramen. But not everyone started at zero. Some of your favorite Korean celebrities, they were born into luxury before ever stepping into a trainee dorm or acting class. We're talking penthouses, private schools, CEO dads, designer everything, even royal bloodlines. But here's the twist. These silver spoon stars didn't just rely on privilege. They hustled, they trained, they earned every bit of their spotlight. From billion-won birthrights to breakout roles, these idols and actors rewrote what it means to be both rich and respected. This is the ultimate list of Korean celebs who were born rich and still rose higher. 10. Kim Tae-hee, Korea's real estate goddess in heels. Before she was Korea's drama darling, Kim Tae-hee was already living the kind of life most only dream of. Born to the president of a successful transportation company, she had access to elite schools, a polished upbringing, and the kind of connections that make careers happen. But Tae-hee didn't coast on her family name. Not only did she light up the screen in classics like Stairway to Heaven and Iris, but she also quietly built a real estate empire, scooping up multi-million-dollar properties across Seoul and beyond. A top student, she graduated from Seoul National University, often called Korea's Harvard, and earned a spotless reputation in both acting and business. Today, her real estate is so high-end, it practically has its own zip code. And let's not forget, she's married to Rain, the global superstar. Together, they're like South Korea's very own Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Power couple vibes with property portfolios to prove it. 9. Choi Siwon. Super Junior's billion-won baby Siwon isn't just your typical handsome K-pop idol. He's a Chaebol in disguise. Behind that charming smile is a legacy soaked in wealth and power. His dad, a former high-ranking executive at a massive pharmaceutical firm. His mom, a businesswoman who runs fashion ventures. His extended family, tied to the Hyundai department store empire. But instead of going corporate, Siwon chose stages over boardrooms. He debuted young, earned millions on his own, and gained fans across the globe. And while he could be vacationing in Monaco full-time, he devotes his energy to philanthropy as a UNICEF ambassador. Rich? Absolutely. Humble? Even more so. 8. Cha Eun-woo. Face like a god, brain like a CEO. If visual perfection were a person, it'd be Cha Eun-woo. The astro star looks like he walked straight out of a manhwa, and turns out he kinda did. Behind Cha Eun-woo's meteoric rise is a golden childhood that sounds straight out of a K-drama. He went to elite schools, grew up in a perfectly polished, super supportive household, and had the kind of upbringing most kids can only dream of. Friends say his home wasn't just beautiful. It felt like living inside a Pinterest board of success and encouragement. His brother's at a top university in China, and rumor has it their dad is a high-level exec at a major global company. But Cha Eun-woo didn't just coast on comfort. He worked hard, trained harder, and built his own name from the ground up. Now at just 28, he's already a multi-millionaire with a career that's still heating up. And honestly, this might just be the beginning. Born perfect, but still puts in the work? Unreal. 7. Nichkhun. Thailand's crown jewel. Nichkhun from 2PM isn't just called the Thai prince for fun. He basically is royalty. Born into serious wealth, his mother is the CEO of Union Medical, one of Thailand's biggest pharmaceutical distributors. We're talking private jets before prom, kind of rich. His childhood was anything but ordinary, with a global education that took him from Thailand to New Zealand to the US before he ever stepped foot in the K-pop scene. This international upbringing molded him into a polished, multilingual, and effortlessly charming artist. Nichkhun quickly won hearts as a vocalist, dancer, and actor, and with his gentle manners, model-perfect visuals, and soft-spoken nature, he basically redefined the Prince Charming archetype in K-pop, not just by name, but by spirit too. 6. Sooyoung. Born in Blueprints, built her own legacy. Girls' generation gave us icons, but Sooyoung gave us a legacy. Her grandfather designed the Seoul Arts Center, and her dad runs a major construction firm. Her family name carries serious clout in Korea's development industry, and yet Sooyoung didn't inherit her fame. She earned it. She trained for years, debuted young, and balanced music, acting, and modeling like a pro. Never once did she flaunt her elite background. She just worked harder than most. The result? A respected career and a reputation for class and talent. 5. Yi-kyung. From Penthouse to Rooftop. Yi-kyung is the ultimate plot twist. His father is the CEO of LG Innotek. Yes, that LG. But instead of lounging in a Gangnam penthouse, Lee decided to reject the luxury and chase his dreams solo. No help, no handouts. Just one small rooftop apartment and a whole lot of ramen. He worked part-time, slept in cramped rooms, and took acting classes with borrowed cash. Today, he's one of Korea's most beloved comedic and dramatic actors. Born rich, but wanted to earn it on his own? Respect. 4. Jisoo, the OG. It girl with a secret legacy. Jisoo from Blackpink isn't just your average idol. She's basically K-pop royalty in heels. Rumor has it her family has ties to Korea's old nobility, And her dad's a big name in the entertainment world. So yes, she grew up with just the right mix of tradition, luxury, and backstage passes. She studied at the ultra-fancy School of Performing Arts Seoul, where future stars walk the halls and the lunchroom might as well be a runway. But Jisoo didn't just rely on her background. She trained hard, mastered the stage, and learned how to command a room with a single glance. With her flawless visuals, quiet elegance, and that it factor you just can't teach, Jisoo doesn't need a crown. She is the crown. 3. Hyo-seop, Canada's class act turned Korean heartthrob. Before lighting up the screen in hit dramas, Hyo-seop was just a chill kid living the good life in Canada. He went to top schools, almost debuted with Gyeot-7, yes, that Gyeot-7, but fate had other plans. He packed his bags and headed back to Korea, trading pop stardom for a shot at acting. With a supportive family, his dad's a successful executive overseas, Hyo-seop had the freedom to chase his passion without pressure. Now he's one of Korea's most sought-after leading men, known for his effortless charm and down-to-earth vibe. Privileged? Sure. But he carved out his own spotlight, and he's shining in it like a true star. 2. Park Hyung-sik, BMW's favorite son, literally. Park Hyung-sik might have played a swoon-worthy CEO in strong woman Do Bong-soon. But plot twist, he was practically born for the role. His dad's a top executive at BMW Korea, meaning Hyung-sik grew up surrounded by luxury cars, power suits, and boardroom buzz. But instead of cruising into the corporate world, he took a detour straight into K-pop and K-drama stardom. No silver spoon shortcuts here. He made his own name with talent, charm, and a serious work ethic. These days, he's not just a respected actor and singer, but the kind of guy who could actually run a company, yet somehow ended up running away with all our hearts instead. Proof that luxury plus effort equals magic. 1. Young Hae-in, royal blood, common touch. Young Hae-in isn't just a gifted actor, he's literally descended from Jung, a legendary thinker of Korea's Joseon dynasty. That's right, this man has nobility in his DNA. Add to that a family-run hospital and a home filled with books, discipline, and tradition, and you've got the blueprint of a modern aristocrat. But Hae-in didn't rely on ancient fame. He worked hard, paid his dues, and rose through the ranks quietly. His acting style, subtle, emotional, and deeply moving. His presence, humble, sincere, and utterly lovable. If ever there was proof that grace can be inherited and earned, it's him. Korea's entertainment world is tough, even for the rich. These stars may have started on third base, but they still had to swing the bat. Some leaned on their privilege a little, others rejected it completely. But all of them had to compete, train, and shine under pressure. And you know what? They did. From marble-faced idols to drama royalty, these celebrities remind us that even golden paths require hard work. And that legacy, when paired with passion, can create something truly legendary. So, which Chaebol in disguise blew your mind? Drop your fave rich kid turned star in the comments. If you loved this glimpse into Korea's glam elite, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell for more spicy celebrity scoops. See you in the next one.